the opportunity to extend your season, and how do you evaluate the bracket that you guys are in?
Well, we're excited to play another basketball game on our home court on national TV on ESPN2. It's great for our 5 seniors to extend their career, our other underclassmen, and give them a chance to keep improving. And it's against a quality basketball team. So we're looking forward to the home court playing in front of our fans tomorrow night.
A lot of teams have started opting out of non-NCAA tournaments. Was there ever a question of you guys not playing if you were given a bid?
Well, in this particular season, tying for 4th in the ACC, normally at 13-7 in the league, you're locked for the NCAA tournament. I know there were some things that went on this season a little different than previous years. But, we played very hard against Clemson in the ACC tournament. That came down to the last second. Chuck missed a 3 to take the lead with 5 seconds left, and an out-of-bounds call, and didn't go our way. So we had our chances. We played very, very hard. Very proud of our players and our team. But the NIT is a chance to extend your season, and so with 5 seniors, to allow them to continue to play on national television every game on ESPN, ESPN2, it's a big deal. And I know sometimes the mentality is a little different because we've competed at the ACC level all season and playing some of the best teams in the country, and now you're not in the NCAA tournament. So it is mentally a little challenging, but we expect our players to come, and it's a basketball game on your home court on national television against a quality opponent. So your competitive spirit has to take over and go play as hard as you can and play well together as a team.
The opportunity for the seniors is great, but for the guys that will be coming back, what can a deep run in any postseason tournament do to kind of push this program further in the right direction?
Well, it's a big year for SMU, first year in the ACC, and you look what all the other sports have done, how good the football team was. We had a great season in basketball, being tied for 4th in the ACC in our first season. Very, very proud of our players. We were picked 13th. So to develop a program and at the power conference level and to get more national exposure, it only helps. A lot of recruits thought of SMU as a mid-major school going into the recruiting period last year. We heard a lot of that because that's kind of what they grow up with in the American or Conference USA or even in the WAC many, many years ago. So I think it's important for recruits, not only regionally but nationally, to see SMU on national television, and which they did during the ACC season. But any type of exposure like we're getting now only can help build a program for the future, and that's what we're looking forward to.
You mentioned not just this one's a home game, but a chance for a couple more during this tournament. How big is that to have one of those #1 seeds and to be able to host as long as you can?
Well, it's nice because when you're on the road, we were on the road a lot late in the season, and then the conference tournament, it's nice to be home, sleep in your own bed. Players have some stability here, and it's a spring break this week, so they don't even have to go to class. So they can just focus on the task at hand. Let's try to win a basketball game or 2 games.
How much do you know about Northern Iowa?
Not a whole lot. Their coach is outstanding, great guy, know him, and their team looks very good on video. Did not see them play once this year other than the video we just saw this past 2 days. And so very good, very talented, shoot the ball at a high level, and they have some size. So any team that comes in here, it's going to mean a lot to them. We understand that they're going to come ready to play, and we have to play a good game to try to beat them.
How different is it? Still a tournament setting, but coming from the ACC tournament where you had only less than 24 hours before your next one, how nice is it to get ready for this one, and then if you win, know you still have a couple days to game plan and prepare?
Well, it's nice for our guys to rest. I think we were a little tired coming back from the ACC tournament, more emotionally drained than we were physically. So it was nice to have a few days to prepare and just kind of catch our breath. We didn't do a whole lot in practice the last couple of days, as far as we didn't have 2-hour, 3-hour practices. We were very short, efficient. Guys got to sweat, and they have to come ready to play tomorrow. We've had a long season, so they know all our plays. We don't have to go over a lot of defensive assignments or the system. They've done enough drills. And to be honest, some of these fourth and fifth year seniors, they're a little tired of practice right now. So, but we expect them to play very hard tomorrow and have some fun.
Anything else? I guess just going off that fun, just how fun is this? An opportunity to keep playing, play at home, this group, and just like you said, just have some fun with it.
Well, that's what basketball is supposed to be, but the only way you have fun is if you go play together as a team, you play hard, and you share the basketball, you play team defense. That's how you have fun, because generally you're successful when you do that, and like we've been most of the season. And so to be one of the highest scoring teams in our conference and in the country, and to improve as much defensively, we'd like to have some carryover. Whether we have our full roster tomorrow or not, whoever plays on that court, we'd like to have some carryover to keep improving and play our best basketball.
Coach, you talked about trying to improve or build SMU's brand, but there may be some misconceptions about ACC basketball and their brand this year. What do you expect the ACC as a conference to accomplish this postseason between the NIT and the NCAA tournament?
Well, the ACC has always done very well in the NCAA tournament over the years, meaning if you look at the number of teams that get in versus how far they go, that less teams get in, they go further, versus some other conferences get more teams in and they're all out after the first round or second round. So I think in general the ACC has done very well given the number of teams that have been in last few years at least. So it really doesn't matter what happens, because every year the committee just bases it that year and they kind of forget what happened in previous years. So really what happens now in the postseason has absolutely nothing to do with next year or the years coming up. So we're just worried about us. We don't care about the ACC. We don't care about anybody else except SMU. We're just trying to play our best game and have some fun.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's definitely exciting. Just making it to a postseason tournament is an accomplishment in itself, and I'm speaking for him, but us too. Being this is our last year eligibility. You just want to leave your college mark on a win. So just keep winning as long as possible.
Yeah, of course. We all felt like we could beat Clemson, and we still feel it that way. So we still have that kind of anger. Finishing like that, we obviously want to finish on a good note. So playing this tournament is definitely big time for us to show that anger that we can play at the high level.
I guess ultimately for you guys, the goal is the NCAA tournament, but to be in a postseason tournament, to have a chance to lift a trophy at the end of the season, just what does that mean for you guys?
Yeah, it means a lot. We came in this season trying to win all the tournaments that we're in, and that's what we're going to do in this next tournament is get all the way and get that trophy.
What can you take away from the game you played this tournament last year? What did you learn from your experience in the NIT last year?
Take it serious. Yeah, take it seriously. Last year we was in it. I felt like Indiana State should have been a tournament team, so that was a little different. But just the team that's coming in tomorrow wants to win. You got to understand that, and you also, ESPN2 game, like it's basketball at the end of the day. So every time you get a chance to hoop, you got to come to play and hoop.
Do you maybe feel like you're in their shoes a little bit, that you guys felt like you were maybe good enough to be an NCAA tournament team and are now going to come out?
For sure. We definitely feel like we should be in March Madness. And, obviously some games didn't go our way and some possessions and some calls, but at the end of the day, we know what we're capable of, and we're going to be showing that in NIT, because we're not going into this game just to play, just to be on ESPN, just to, get guys' last games. Like, we're trying to win. We're all still in the gym working out before and after practice. We're all still playing hard during practice, and we're going to make sure that when we go into the game, we're going to win each and every possession, or try to win.
Coach talked a little bit about the recruiting standpoint, how being on national television, playing in any postseason tournament can help, and brand recognition for the team. I know you guys are on your way out, but just for the future of SMU basketball, do you see this as a positive, and what can this tournament do?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting time for SMU. I think you got to look at the positives. Our first year in the ACC, finishing in the top 4 in probably the best, historically best league in college basketball is definitely a good thing. And the future is bright. I mean, Coach Andy and the staff is a great coaching staff. And, even with our football team, how they turned out, it's a very exciting time for SMU coming up. So we're just looking to, cement our legacies in the jersey and then, pass it on to the next.
Speaking of jerseys, you might have a chance to finish your college career in the same building you started in. I know you've been there once this year. But what would that mean to make the Final Four and somehow find a way in your journey to finish your career there?
You better go for 30.
It's crazy how it works, huh? But that'd be definitely an exciting time. Just being in the Final Four in the postseason would definitely be exciting. It is in Hinkle Fieldhouse ultimately, which would be a little weird feelings, but it would be exciting for sure.
Yeah, giving him the ball every possession.
Anything else?
I guess just for you guys, there are a lot of teams and programs that opt out of if they're not in the NCAA tournament. Was there ever a thought of this group not accepting an NIT bid if you got it?
No, I think we were gonna go playing it no matter what, just because, especially, obviously the fact that it's their coach's first season, of being at SMU, and we have a lot of older guys, a lot of veterans, and guys who still want to make a name for themselves and get more exposure. So I definitely think we were going into it either way. We're gonna play March Madness or play NIT.
Yeah, and I never really understood, why teams turn it down. Being able to play in NIT, I guess. I mean, historically, it was bigger than March Madness when it first came out. But yeah, anytime we're able to, play in the postseason in college, because I've experienced not having a game after you lose. So I don't really understand not playing, but I myself wanted to play in it for sure.
All right. Thanks.
Guys.
Appreciate it.